Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Vibes. I'm your host Nischal, and this is a completely new series that focuses on technology trends, truths, and transformative ideas that shape our world, or as I choose to call it, Tech Talk. Sounds like tick, right? Well, that was intentional. Today, we are diving into a fascinating and honestly a bit alarming topic. Why do 80% of AI projects fail? That's right, 80%. For something that is touted as the future of everything, from healthcare to finance to retail, those numbers seem shocking. And this statistics comes from a very credited research company, Rand Corporation, which found the data that 80% of AI initiatives fail. But here's the thing, failures in AI don't mean the technology doesn't work. Often, it's not that the AI fails, it's the way we approach it. So, today, we're going to unpack the reasons behind this staggering failure rate, learn from some of the real world success stories in industries like healthcare, hospitality, and retail, which I call, they're catching up to be as smart in technology as financial services and have some of the most amazing use cases of AI, and leave you with some actionable insights to make sure your AI journey doesn't end up just as another statistic. Let's get started. Now, what is this AI gold rush, as I choose to call it, right? Let's start with the big picture. Now, AI, as you all know, has been called the most transformative technology of our time, right? With companies pouring billions into projects that promise to revolutionize industries. We have seen headlines that say AI will change medicine, AI will automate hospitality, AI is the key to personalized shopping experience. And don't get me wrong, there's truth to the transformative power of AI. But here's the issue. Many organizations jump into AI like it's a gold rush. They expect instant results without understanding the effort. There is little to less preparation required, and the mindset is missing, which is required to make it work. Let's take an example, right? There's this amazing company which I really admire, Sanofi. Sanofi uses AI to aggregate data across drug development, right, which improves decision making, efficiency in clinical trials. That's a very well executed AI initiative. But for every Sanofi, there are countless companies that struggle to integrate AI effectively, often due to unclear goals or insufficient infrastructure. Now, this challenge is not limited to life sciences or healthcare, right? It spans industries like hospitality, retail, where organizations often invest in AI without fully understanding how to deploy it. Now, let's dig deeper, right? What are the reasons? What are some of the evident but not so evident reasons for AI projects to fail? Number one, and most important, unclear objectives. Many projects, many product purchases, many platform purchases in AI start with undefined goal. It means leaders hear buzzwords like predictive analytics, intelligent automation, and think, we need that. But when you ask, what problem are you solving? There is little clarity. Number two, data challenges. AI thrives on data. It's the oil that fuels AI machine. Clean, well-structured, high-quality data. For example, in hospitality industry, some hotel chains attempt to implement AI-powered dynamic pricing model, which is, the lifeline for hotels and hospitality, right? Timing-based dynamic pricing model. But they fail because the historical data is not aggregated. It's not complete. It's inaccurate. It's lying in silos. Without good data, even the best AI model can't perform. The third aspect, skill gaps. AI is complex. It's a new technology. There's little understanding. There are limited skills, and the talent which is required to develop, deploy, and maintain these systems is in short supply. Now, don't get me wrong. Means there are a lot of skills which come from some amazing providers like Accenture out there, but The skills which are available within the enterprise are very, very limited. Like even companies like Amazon, which has AWS as its amazing technology arm, which are the leaders in AI, they faced challenges initially when setting up their AI algorithms for personalized recommendation. It is required collaboration between the engineers, the so-called AI engineers, and the business experts. That hand-holding needs to happen to fine-tune the system. Another aspect is the cultural change, the organizational resistance. Means AI often changes workflows and it kind of creates, there's a lot of fear mongering about AI. There's a lot of resistance among employees. Just imagine a hotel chain uh, that uses AI to automate front desk. If the staff views this as a threat rather than an enhancement, rather than something that helps them, the technology won't be adopted effectively. Technology goes only as far as humans actually use it to enhance their core competency. And if you deny it, if you don't leverage it on the business side, no matter how hard technology try, the ROI would be there. And the last but not the least, there's a lot of overpromise. There's a lot of hype and there's a lot of under delivering. We've all seen those glossy vendor presentations that promises the moons and stars. Well, the reality doesn't match the promise. The trust is broken. The projects are abandoned. This happens in literally every industry where AI can be literally life changing, like in healthcare. It can claim to predict diseases, but you falter in real world application just because of data bias or overfitting. There are a lot of horizontal products that are not truly customized. LLMs are not developed to accommodate this. Means I can go on and on about the hype and how much it gets met in reality, but there's a lot of under delivering and over promising out there. Now let's hear about some success stories, right? What are some of the things that separate the winners from the rest, and how can AI truly shine? Means in healthcare, I go back to again a favorite industry of mine because of the impact that AI actually has in changing the quality of life. Means Pfizer collaborated with IBM Watson a long time back. They were pioneers in using the Watson technology in healthcare. Pfizer collaborated with IBM Watson to identify promising drug candidates faster. They leveraged AI to analyze large data sets. They streamlined research and development cycle. This wasn't a moonshot project, but it was a focused effort with very clear objectives. They were really trendsetters in this. In hospitality, I can't name this because this is a project that my employer is currently working on. AI is being used to enhance customer satisfaction, to deploy chatbots for booking assistance. These chatbots, which are trained on frequently asked questions and customer behavior data, they reduce response time by 40%. It's not about, you take out those 40% jobs, but there's this enhancement in terms of how your customer experience gets accelerated. This is enhancement in terms of how it directly affects customer retention, which directly applies to the revenue growth. In uh, and retail, we all know that tremendous examples by some large e-commerce company that are implementing recommendation engines. This simply based on analyzing purchasing patterns, browsing history, leading to personalized product suggestions. And we all seen that, right, during our shopping experience on some of the leading e-commerce platform. We've all seen that. It means that's an amazing example of AI success. Now, how do we take all this learnings about what doesn't work and what has worked and use it for our benefit? What are some of the key takeaways? Whether you're just starting out with AI or you're looking to turn around a struggling project, means I can give you the 5 tips. I can leave you with this five tips. If you're starting, start small. Pick a pilot project with a very clear and measurable goal, with a very clear KPI that it can affect. Test it, learn from it, and scale from there. Means, as I choose to call it, right? Build, measure, align. Means, if you read this amazing book by Eric Ries on lean startups, he uses this term. Build, measure, align. Start small, start lean, implement, learn from the success and failures, align, and then repeat it. Second, invest in data. That's the heart and soul of all your AI projects. Spend the time and resources to clean, structure, organize your data, understand your data. Without good data, AI cannot succeed. Third, collaborate across teams. Bring your domain experts, which in simple terms, your business experts, people from the business side, people from your technology sides, decision makers together in one room, one table from day one. And the success depends on cross-functional collaboration, because the consumers are business, the facilitators are technology, and the engineers are the one who make it happen. So they all need to meet together. They all need to be aligned on goals and what needs to be done, and the right products and platforms that you need to choose. Manage expectations. Set expectation setting in this hyped world of AI is very important. Be realistic what AI can and cannot do. More important, what can it cannot do. A lot of ethical guidelines. There are a lot of hallucination aspects in AI already. Be very understandable in terms of where limitations of AI are, and set achievable goals and communicate them to all stakeholders very, very clearly. And last but not the least, iterate and adapt, right? AI projects are not like one time set and you forget it. They need constant monitoring, they need fine tuning, they need adaptation, they need customization to your use cases. So there you have it, right? The why, the how, and what's next of AI project failures. Means whether it's any industry, the message is clear. AI success doesn't come easy, but with right approach, it's absolutely achievable. I'll leave you with this thought. If your AI project failed, which I God forbid it doesn't, I'm not hoping it does, but if you actually see failure at the horizon, is it really the technology or is it strategy? Think about it. Thanks for tuning into Vibes. If you enjoyed this episode, my request is please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have your own AI journey to share, connect with me on any of these platforms. LinkedIn, it's out there on Buzzsprout, different podcast platforms. It's on Facebook, it's on X. So let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay curious and stay exploring. Have a great time.